everyone, welcome back to another one of my videos, streams, whatever you want to call this. It's supposed to be a stream, but my internet wasn't letting me stream, so now I'm just pre-recording it. Anyways, let's get to building, I guess. I still do not have my voice lovely. Let's see. We need night vision as well. Where is that? There it is. Okay. So we are going to continue working on this fridge here. And I have the model I am copying on Bedrock Edition, so I will just be trying to copy it the best I can. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall, right? Yeah, that's 6 tall. And then how's the gap from right there? Okay. Gotta make sure I do my calculations correct, because this whole thing is modeled in the, what is it? What's it called? Same measurement. They both have the same measurement, so I gotta make sure I'm doing it correct. Fill that in there. We're building a jar of barbecue sauce. Because I don't know why, but the one in our fridge is like glass. I don't know why. It's like fancy barbecue sauce, I guess. I don't know. I'm used to the plastic bottle ones, but we've been getting glass barbecue sauce. I don't know. Let's see, concrete. I don't like it that I don't have chat. I like to talk to chat, and now I don't have chat to talk to. This is very disappointing. I really need to fix it so I will be able to talk to you guys. But we'll get that sorted out eventually. Now, let's build my most favorite thing, orange juice. Orange juice is just so good. I love orange juice so much. 3 blocks space, and then here it is. It's 3 there, and 3 there. All of them are kind of the same general shape because they're all circular bottles. And we're making the orange juice glass because see-through. Won't be able to see what it looks like. See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tall. Also, orange juices, they're not usually glass, but plastic, so you can still see through it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Welcome to my stream where we are learning to count up to at least 8. And yeah, apparently that's what we're doing today. There will be a lot of counting in this. Just go ahead and tell you now. But this build, some of you may recognize it because it is the one I did for MCO, which I won, by the way. It originally took me 3 hours to make this. And yeah, I decided to recreate it in not Bedrock, so Java, so I could actually have it here and I can continue adding on to it. Because like the walls and the door and stuff was added on. That wasn't in my original MCO build. But I wanted to add on more to it. Right, fill it up to there, I believe. Yes, and then go on to the inside. There we go. So I'm just straight up copying the one I did from MCO. And then we'll add extra details later. And then the little orange lid that orange juice always has. There we go. Next, let's work on a ketchup bottle. I think it's the same thing as barbecue sauce. It is. It is the exact same way. See, 1, 2, 3, 4 apart. Okay. So yeah, it is built the exact same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder why I did it like that. I don't think we have a glass ketchup bottle. I don't think. Did we? We might have at some point. Maybe that's where I got it from. There is glass ketchup bottles though. think I mostly want to try to make everything glass so you could actually like see what it was and the contents inside. Because it's more fun to play with it that way and build it that way. Let's see. So fill in the red all the way to the top. Nope. I cannot miss a little gap there. And then we got the neck of the bottle. And then the same lid, but let's see. I think it's slightly taller. Okay, it is. It is slightly taller. We have these two, then we have that white label around the top, and then we have the lid. And we also have the white label along the side. It is right here. Nice white Heinz ketchup label. Because I do not know any other ketchup brands, so that is what this one is. Now for the hardest item in the fridge, the milk. This one will be a little bit complicated to complete. See how far away it is from the orange juice. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just double checking myself here. Okay, 5 away. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need iron. Hey, I spelled it correctly. I never spell this thing correctly. I always try to type the O before the R. I have no idea why. So it's 4, and then a space, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think the same here. It should be the same all the way around. Milk's slightly more complicated because we gotta go like in, out, then in again. So we do come out 1. Come out to here, all the way around. How did I do those corners? I just went like this. Okay. This is why this is the difficult one. But also the most easy, like, color palette wise. I still have no idea how I figured out how to build this milk shape. Usually I have trouble with, like, doing shapes like this. But I somehow figured it out. I really don't know how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Some of you may be thinking, like, see some of my builds, like, oh wow, that's so cool, you know, I can never think up stuff like that. Yes, neither could I. Honestly, like, sometimes I just build and do it until it works out. You should see some of the failed builds I did. Like, there's some stuff that I've completely failed at building, and I avoid building it. Or some stuff that magically works out, and I have no idea how it does. So, yeah, it's like this kind of stuff. Like, how? I don't know how any of this worked out. Any of this build. I have no idea how it came about. So, yeah, that is. Just happens to me when I'm building sometimes. Even I don't know what happened. And I'm the one that built it. Or like this, I'm having to like look at the other one to recreate it because I probably could not recreate this if I wasn't looking directly at it. So if that makes any of you feel better about your building abilities, hopefully it does. Because even I don't know what I'm doing half the time, actually. I was gonna say some of the time, but no, more truthfully, it is half the time. I just build until it looks good. And then the easiest part of it is just fake it. Fake it like you know what you're doing. And there we go. There's the first shelf of our fridge. Still got that cough. So, on to the next shelf, which is the bottom shelf, basically. So, I already built the drawers down there. They don't have anything, they're not clear. But, you know, maybe. Maybe one day they'll be clear. We'll see. Now, let me go look at the bedrock one. I'm having like another screen over here trying to do it. Okay, we need gray glass. We'll clear out my inventory. Except for night vision, we need that. Okay, so gray glass. Red concrete. Also, another thing's why I like building on stream is because if you guys will ever want to recreate something I build, you can. Because that's something that bothers me personally, is when I see a build, but I can't recreate it because they don't show the exact steps. And I'm like, why did you do that to me? Why can't you just, like, show me all of the steps you did? Okay, this one away from the wall, starts here, goes back on this way. We are building a Tupperware container. You know those, like, clear ones with the red lids? I don't know if that's just, like, me, but, like, we always use those, and they would get, like, stained by spaghetti. They all just had spaghetti stains, and they would just never wash out for whatever reason. Nothing else stained, just spaghetti. But, yeah, that was a really random memory of my childhood, but I did see something mentioning it, so clearly I wasn't the only one that had these. I don't know. They're really weird. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tall. But I can't be the only one, right? Like, these things did just show up in your house one day. And then you just used them for years. These things last years. But eventually we actually got new ones, surprisingly. I thought those things were going to stay forever. Or at least until I graduated and left the house. It's another one of those things that, like, moms just always have. Like the picture in my Thanksgiving build that we had, that I, like, showed. Apparently everyone else also had one of their, like, their moms also had it. So, it's like, yeah, it's just something that everyone's mom had. It's so weird. But right now we are building leftovers. What leftovers? I don't know. It's just leftovers. Just unspecified leftovers because, I mean, usually that's what it is. You don't know what it is until you open it, so use your imagination. Could be, I would say ground beef, but that does not look like ground beef. That is the wrong color. That would be some, like, either really undercooked ground beef or, like, moldy. So we're not going with that. I don't know what that is. It is some form of leftover. And then we're going to add my favorite leftover thing, which is leftover soup. And, I mean, not my favorite leftover thing. I mean, technically it is, but just my favorite foods in general. One of them is soup. Soup is so good, especially egg drop soup. I love egg drop soup. Homemade. It has to be homemade egg drop soup, and it is so good. I will eat so much of that stuff. If you couldn't tell already, I am filling this fridge with stuff that mostly I eat because it is delicious food, and I know what it looks like because I eat it. So this one will be egg drop soup. I mean, I guess you could just imagine it as some other kind of soup, but it's gold. So, to me, it is egg drop soup. And this is too high. We're not filling this one all the way to the top either. But we also can't, like, make little bumps on it like the last one because, you know, it's soup. So, yeah. We'll just bring this on around here. There we go. And for this space back here, now we're getting into the moldy leftovers. Because we're using the raw block of copper, and doesn't that just look like moldy food? It's the leftovers that no one likes, so they shoved it into the back of the fridge, and no one eats it. And so it's just sitting in the back of the fridge, uneaten, kind of moldy. And yep, okay. Making sure that was the right measurements. And then how tall is it? It's one taller than the egg drop soup? Yeah. That is with the red on it, though. So this was a really fun build when I was first creating it, to try to like think of stuff to put in the fridge and like be creative with it, and then like the different heights. I gotta like play around with heights of stuff, and because like in the different shapes and sizes of these, that was fun to play around with. So I will say this build was very fun to do. I highly recommend all of you try doing a kitchen build or something like this. Forgot I gotta put this little layer of glass back here. But I do highly recommend doing like a build like this because it is so much fun to do. Definitely one of my favorites that I've ever made. Okay, there we go. We got our leftovers, and now for this build. This next one is so simple, but it is one of my favorites that I've ever made. Let's see, terracotta, and I don't know why, but it just worked out so well for me when I made it. Just, one of those magically worked out things. So it goes all the way to the edge, and okay, it goes here to here, and then it goes back how far? 2, 3, 4. There's a 4 block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it goes all the way back here. But like, I don't know what it is about this one little piece, but it is my favorite thing in the fridge that I built. And I don't know why. Because, like, usually it's the simplest things, though. Like, the most simple ones are the ones that end up coming out, like, the best. And you just end up adoring them. Let's see. So, this one, I want you guys to try to guess what I'm building. What do you think this is gonna be? I'm gonna put this in the middle, and then one more on top. Now, do you know what it is? It's one of those packages of meat that you get at the store that has like the saran wrap over it, and then it's like sitting in the little tray. I don't know why, but I am so proud of this thing. And like, I know it's not even the like best thing in here, but like I am so proud of it. And the milk jug, like I don't know why. They're two of the things that I built and they ended up working out perfectly. And I love that about them. Alrighty. There we go. There is our fridge all complete. I'm so happy this all worked out. Okay, I'm paranoid. I gotta check to see if my recording's working. And it is. Wait. Okay, yes it is. Just gotta double check, okay? And now let's work a bit on the counter. Actually, do I have anything on top of the fridge? Because I know there is supposed to be something on top of the fridge. So, is it up there? I don't know. I couldn't remember if I did it or not. Okay, yeah, I did. It's this little fly swatter. Because that is where my family always keeps them. They're on top of the fridge. I don't know why. Once again, another thing that I have no idea why my family does it, but it happens. So, and now we are going to need waxed oxidized, no, not oxidized, just waxed block of copper. Yeah, okay. Not the oxidized, that's the messed up one. And then we need dirt. There's dirt. And we'll look into coarse dirt, it may look better. And concrete. Because next, we are building a little plant. So it is going to sit on the counter, technically 3 away from the fridge. So start here, I think. Does it line up? Yeah, it lines up with the fridge. And then it's 4 across. And then it's like that all the way around, I believe. Yes. It's 4 across all the way around. Hold up, something didn't add up. Oh, that's why, that's 5. Okay. I was about to say, like, something did not work out there. You know, numbers sometimes, they don't work. At least for me. Okay, wait. Wait a second. We'll get there eventually. I'll eventually figure this out. Okay, there we go. Shapes can be very confusing to me sometimes. Okay. And then how did I manage this? Oh, you know I did? I kept the corners. Okay, so I did have it right. I was like, what did I do here? I kept the corners. That's what it was. 2, 3, 4, so break this one. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, okay, there we go. Our brain's working again. And then we go up 3. See what I mean now? Like, I'm having trouble building this circle while I'm looking at a picture of it. And I cannot figure out how to build it. How in the world did I manage to build any of that stuff in the fridge? Like, genuinely, how did that happen? That's why I love this build so much, because I, like, ended up amazing myself at what I was able to do. Because this is the first build where stuff like that actually worked out. It took so many years to be able for it to actually work out. Okay, well, we don't technically have to fill it in. We just fill it up to the top. And I don't know what looks better. Does dirt look better, or does coarse dirt look better? I think coarse dirt looks a bit better because it adds that, like, darker. It's a bit darker than regular dirt. I like it like that. And then let's see. So, what was this plant? Is it aloe vera? I think it was an aloe vera plant, maybe? Because, you know, those are found in a kitchen. But it's like a little bit of a weird looking aloe vera plant. Or I just did like whatever random plant came into my head. I don't know. It's very interesting looking. Okay, and then I did magic stuff here and then did it like that. Yes, that is what I did. And then this one. This is so hard to look at to copy because everything's the same color. Oh boy. Why did I do this? Actually, yeah, why did I build a plant? There was no reason to build a plant here. I just did it for fun, I guess. I think I need one here. Yes. Yes, okay, that is correct. See, even I can't figure out my own builds. How in the world did this even happen? Honestly, if you're not surprised at the fact that how I became a builder watching my videos, you suddenly will become when you listen to my commentary. Or at least if you watch this video, you'll suddenly realize that I don't know what in the world I am doing. Let's see. I think that's all for the plants. We need this thing. I would have looked it up, but I didn't know the name. I need oak wood, and I need more concrete. Concrete is so useful though. Like, just building stuff, even pixel art and all that, it is just so useful. I love it. Good solid colors. And let's see, we are going to be building a hanging thingy. I don't know what it's called, but it like hangs stuff for you. See, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And then it's that 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5 across. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it goes here. Yes, that is where it goes. Okay. And then how long does it go? I know it's 2 It's 2 down. That's easy to count. It's, oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There we go. Yeah, this is the stuff I usually cut out of my normal videos because, well, I don't know, you guys don't want to sit here and watch me count, but today you get to, because that's what I'm doing. Okay, 4 down, it's on this side, and 3, 4, what is this thing called? I forgot it. What is it called? It's, it's not a spatula. What is it? It has holes in it. It's like a spatula. I don't know. We have this in our kitchen. I know what it's used for. I mean, at least I'm pretty sure we use it for like pancakes or something. To like flip them. You use it to like flip stuff in a pan. But I have no idea what it's called. So someone in the comment section, please tell me what that is called. I don't know. And it bothers me that I don't know. Anyways, on to the very dreaded wooden spoon. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you may be confused of why I'm calling it a dreaded wooden spoon, but you know, that was what I was threatened with as a kid. Of like, you know, you're gonna get spanked with the wooden spoon. So, yeah. I do not like wooden spoons. Just personal preference. It was the wooden spoon in the belt for me, was what I was threatened with. So, yeah. And the wooden spoons were like carried everywhere. It was in like the car. It was scary. That's why I'm such a good kid. I was threatened. But no, it's really not as bad as I was making out to be. I got hit with it like twice and then never again. So, yeah, that tells you how effective it was. It was very effective. 2, 3, 4, 5 apart again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And down all the way. Now this next one is a whisk. I know that because I know what it looks like. There's no other reason except for I know what a whisk looks like. And also I built it. Except for I don't know what that thing over there is called. But everyone has one in the kitchen. Everyone has one of these in the kitchen. I just don't know what it's called. There we go. We got our utensils hanging up all nice. Let's see. Next part is actually the main part of this build originally. I'll tell you the story of that once I start like calculating it and stuff. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. 6 away from the wall. And it's somewhere in this area. So it's 6 away from the wall. How far is it from the stove? Let's just count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. I'm so glad I use these countertops because you can tell the blocks apart. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So it starts there, basically. That is where it starts. Or at least it's close enough. Okay, time to get more concrete. Because, of course, when do I not build with concrete, apparently? This is just a theme with this build. And then we need birch wood. There we go. Which, by the way, I do not care you say, birch is the best wood. It is. You cannot change my opinion on that. Let's see, so it starts here, and it goes here. What this is kind of a cookbook, I guess. It wasn't really intended to be a cookbook. I actually was making a craft video on this book on how to make it. And yeah, I never ended up posting it, but it made it into this build, was the book. So yeah, that's kind of how this happened. It's the story behind it, at least. Oh, yeah, that's why it kind of like looks weird, but I just painted over a book cover and I just made it. I think I still have the footage from that video. I don't know. I'll show a picture of the book, like that in real life book that I made on screen. I even used like coffee to dye the pages and stuff, so it'd look cool. And I never used it for anything. If you were wondering, that book still has not been written in at all. But I thought it was cool. It was really fun to make. And I just used an old notebook. It actually might have writing in it because it is an old notebook. So it actually might have writing in it. I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I'll have to look at it. I don't even know where I put it. It was by my desk before. It might still be somewhere. Who knows, honestly. Okay, so after we build that, and then we go to this side. And here, of course, these dots were easier to do when I was first building it because they were random. I'm pretty sure I just broke a bunch of holes in it. And that's how these dots came about. Because that's what I normally do for builds. I'll just randomly break it. Wait a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry, this is confusing me a little bit because there is a bookmark that is hanging down on this side that I will build in a minute. But, it's confusing me because there's just like this one gap there. Let's see, and then there's another one here. This is kind of difficult to look at and build as well. This is why I don't typically recreate builds that I've already done. Because they're difficult to do. Especially when I'm looking at two screens at once. See, that's 3, so here. And there's our bookmark for the most part. And see, it goes out one more. There we go. And then this part here. Okay, time for the front now. We got 1, 2 here, purple, and then there. This isn't too incredibly hard though, which I am thankful for. This is annoying that my voice keeps like cracking and stuff. Cause I just want to be able to stream without a cough and with my internet working. So now we need some prismarine. What am I typing? Concrete. I need concrete. I forgot how to spell. That happens too often. Some of you may know, you correct me if I miss a title in my comment section. Which, by the way, I do encourage. If I do misspell something on a video, I do, like, if it's in the title or description, I do encourage you to tell me so I can fix it. Because I did drop out of spelling. So, you hear that, kids? Don't drop out of spelling. Just don't. You need it. It's a good life skill to have. I did do some of it, though. I didn't, like, drop out of it completely. Only part of it. Which was just the last part of it. And that's probably because I was doing so horrible. But, like, to give you an idea of, like, how weird it is that I dropped out of something is, like, I've said this before, but I'm homeschooled. And I'm homeschooled and I dropped out of a subject. That never happens. So, yeah. That gives you an idea of how bad at it I was. That even my mom just gave up on me. No, though, I'm glad we did drop it, though. It was just a waste of time at that point. Alright, let's see. Build these up. And there we go. And you may now see the theme that it was an Ender notebook. So, yep, there it is. A nice little Ender notebook. And let's move on to the oven. Oh boy, this one's gonna be hard. I made it with concrete, but not just any concrete, black concrete. If you are a builder or if you've just ever worked with black concrete, you will know how annoying it is, because even if you highlight it, you cannot tell it apart. See, if I highlight these, you can tell them apart. But with these, you cannot. And it is so annoying, especially with building. But anyways, we still gotta work with it. So let's build a little pot. And then we need a space and 2 tall. So 1, 2. Okay. You have to use the light of like other blocks around you to be able to tell. This is so difficult though. Do not appreciate it. I like that we have a black that is this black though. Because before we only had like coal. And you know coal's not that black. So I do like it, but I also hate it at the same time. Let's see. We need a little handle on this side. Here? Oh, is it here? Yeah, there. Okay. I love how disproportionate some things are here. Like, just how incredibly disproportionate this build can be at some points. Like that pot in that book. Definitely not proportional. Same with the plant. I don't know. It's just, like, not proportional at all. But I don't care. Normally, yes, if I was trying to do, like, a really good build and stuff, which technically I was for this one, but we're not going to talk about that. I still won, for the record. So, yeah, it doesn't count. It worked. I was the best out of all of us. All of us meaning my friends. So, alrighty. We are making some soup if you haven't been able to tell yet. But yeah, so for this build we had to like have certain blocks were required to have in the build, and grass was one of them. So I decided to make this little soup thing so I could put grass in it as like a seasoning kinda. Alright, back to using this potion. We're going to go into the oven because now the oven needs something inside of it. Let me just go ahead and do that on Bedrock as well. It takes so much longer to break stuff in Bedrock and Creative than it does on Java. It's kind of frustrating. Let's see. It's 1, 2, 3 away from the edge. I need a night vision potion on Bedrock too. Hold on. I cannot see what I'm doing. Oh, and look! It's blue. The color it's supposed to be. I miss it being blue. It was such a good color. Okay. So we got 1, 2 from the back, goes up 2, and then goes across 3. There we go. Now, we use cobblestone. I don't know why, but I always... No, that's infested. Nope, we don't want that stuff. I don't know why, but I always love using cobblestone because, like, it's like a classic Minecraft block. So, I don't know, I just love using it. Let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4. There we go, 4 there, and then I think it's just a square. Right? Yep. See if you can guess what I am building. Let's see how long it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's 5 long. There we go. But first we're gonna build a little 10. Try to give you some hints at what we're building here. This nice 10 little plate that goes in the oven. Actually, 10 isn't supposed to go in the oven, but we're gonna ignore that. This one can. It is acceptable. We're also gonna need some stripped oak wood and some lapis blocks. And we are going to take this stripped oak and bring it on this way. And we're gonna do that with this side. Gonna have it that way, then this way. I'm just copying how I did it on this build. If you're curious as to what my method of which direction they're facing is, it is because I am just copying what I've already done. I don't think I had a rhyme or reason as to how I did it for this one though, so yeah. Maybe not the greatest. Then we're going to fill this in with blue. Alright, if you haven't guessed yet, I'll go ahead and tell you we're making a pie. Because pies are delicious. And I've actually never had blueberry pie before. Did I? How's this not? Okay, sure, it can go that way. I don't care anymore. But I've actually, yeah, never had blueberry pie. Oh wait, here we go. There we go. Maybe. Maybe? How do I? Okay. Okay, now I got it. Took me a minute. But yeah, I've actually never had a blueberry pie before. But I have had pecan. And pecan is my favorite pie. It is just so good. I mean, I don't know. What's your guys' favorite kind of pie? Let me know in the comments, since I can't talk to you in chat. Answer my questions in the comments. I would love to see what you guys' answers are. I read as many comments as I can, which technically is all of them, so I read all of my comments. So you should definitely comment on my videos. I actually respond to them all too, I think. There's only a few because I didn't understand what the comment was saying, so I didn't respond. But other than that, yeah, I will respond. And look, there we go. There's our little blueberry pie. Because I did not know how to build any other kind of pie besides blueberry. Now let's see. So from like that side onward, from all the stuff we did, was the original MCO build. This door was not a part of it, but the floor was a little bit. But this part I added on later because I was in a plane and I was bored. So, yeah, I added on to this build because all I had was Bedrock Edition. So I just got kind of bored. You know how that is sometimes. But let's see. We got to add a little mixing bowl here. Let's see how far it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. We need stone for it and some other blocks to distinguish. Right? Or no, I guess I can just count it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, here. How far from the front? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Almost at it. So it's there. Okay. Now I got all the dimensions correct. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across. No. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I do not know how to use my other hand, so. You know, I probably should. How long have I been playing Minecraft and I still don't know how to do it? Someone please tell me. That would be helpful. So I need someone to teach me how to play this game. Like, just genuinely teach me how to play this game. Because clearly I don't know what I'm doing half the time. But, oh well. One of the best things, or one of the things that works out the most for me is just called faking it till you make it. So, yeah. Just completely fake like you know what you're doing. And it'll work out magically. Because that's how things are. Let's see. Endstone. Right? Yeah, okay, endstone. because this is, I'm assuming cake batter was what I was going for here. This is like a very busy day in the kitchen here, having all this stuff out. Maybe it's mashed potatoes. Ooh. Could be mashed potatoes. And there's our little spoon sticking out of the bowl. Alright, on to the sink. Or actually the drawer. Let's work on the drawer. It's a little awkward one to kind of peek into, but let's see. We need wool because this is a towel drawer. You got gray, white, red, and 2 shades of blue. Yeah, let's change these colors. I am not a fan of this. So get rid of the gray, make it pink. Let's add a yellow instead of the dark blue. There we go. That's more colorful. So we got our white back here. Why is this different? Hold up. How did I do this? Is the drawer not wide enough? Did I not make it... Did I mess something up when I was building this? It should fit like 2, 2. Yeah, I'm missing one. It should be 2, 2, and 2. But everything else looks right. Oh, there's supposed to be 4 separating these. I'm gonna have to shift everything over one, or I could leave it and just not bother with it. We're doing that option because it's the easiest. So, yeah. Also, I think this drawer might supposed to be longer. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's the right length, just not the right whatever you call it. I think it might go back one more. We'll see. It's 2. We can fit 2 here, space, and then yeah, it should be 4 there. So it needs to go back like 2 more. So we'll just go back into the void a little bit. That's what we're calling the backside of this, is the void. Okay, so it should have 4 space. 1, 2. There we go. Okay, this one we can fix. And what did I put at the top here? I think I just put this again. Just cover it up. No one may look into the void ever again. There we go. So we'll have that one, we'll have that one there. Tucked nicely in the back. Oh, it would have looked so much better though if it was one wider. This is bothering me. Should I fix it? Maybe off stream. Maybe I'll just fix it off stream. Because that'll take a lot of work. You guys probably don't want to watch it. Or I'll just do it this way. That might work too. Yep, just neatly folded towels in there. Oh no, I want to put pink in there. Maybe if we just get rid of the white and then just do pink. There we go. It's nice, neatly folded towels that are definitely in the right spot. I double checked all of this though. That's what bothers me, is that I double checked it. Anyways, next we need a sponge for the side of our sink and Prismarine to go on top because it's a sponge. I don't know, you know those like scrubby part of the sponge. See, so it's 3 this way and then 2 away, so it's here. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It is just sponge. This is what sponges look like, right? Like, they're the yellow with the green. I'm not crazy. There is a sponge like that. And now, time for the fun part, the sink with the water. So we're going to need some glass, some blue stained glass, and some quartz, smooth quartz, because it is my favorite. And what we're going to do is build the dishes, and then we're going to build like stuff like the water around the dishes. So there's 4 there and then 4 that way. So it's like they're soaking in the water. Or you just, forgot to do the dishes. That could also be it. And on the original build, I actually didn't use smooth quartz. I just used regular quartz, but I am fixing that because smooth quartz looks so much better. And then all of this is filled up here. Yeah, just all of this section here is just water. And then what's next? That section is water too. Oh, I used it. I used the other hand. I figured it out. Actually, no, I didn't. I still don't know what I did. But, let's see. We got here. And then, did I make the sink too short as well? Did I just make everything too short? I think I did. But that's fine. We'll just move this up and we'll fix it later. Well, I'll fix it later. Because eventually I'll get bored enough to fix it, so. Probably this afternoon, that means. Because I'll be hanging out with friends, so I'll do it then. And then on this side, we have this, like, little. This one's supposed to be 1 taller. Because we have, like, a little handle here. So it's a little mug. And I'm assuming the other one's supposed to be a plate. That's what we're going with for it. Because, like I said, I don't know what I do half the time anyways. So, yup. And then we just fill all of it in with blue water again. But when is water actually ever blue, though? Isn't it, like, mostly just clear? So, just think about that for a minute. Alright, and here we go down all the way to the bottom, I believe. Yes, this goes all the way down. And then we have it, like, kind of spread out. Nope, not there. There. And then we have, like, a little water splashing there and right there. There we go, with a little sink. I like it, it's cute. And that is actually all. At least all that's on this build. Because, that drawer's still empty. And that counter space actually will probably stay empty. But the rest of this room, I'm actually probably going to build an entire house like this. But, yeah. That is what this is going to be. This is going to be a very, very long project. And I probably will be fixing the dimensions of this stuff. Is this one correct? I gotta make sure this one's correct. So 1, 2... Yeah, this one's correct. How did these not end up correct? Huh. I must have just miscalculated. Okay. But everything will be fine. It's just like this little section and then this entire wall. Which won't be too hard to fix. So, we'll be fine. Yeah, I think that's actually all I have for today. So, thank you so much for watching this kinda, sorta stream. I don't know, it's supposed to be a stream. But yeah, hopefully I'll get things fixed because everything wrong with my streaming is completely out of my control. So yeah, that's fun. But maybe I'll be able to like pre-record stuff and then stream that. So yeah, that'll be all for now. I will see you guys later. Bye! And we're awkwardly ending the stream.